Good day to you. Today we want to have a look at chemistry, and the topic we want to treat in chemistry is acid. What is an acid to start with? An acid is a substance that produces hydrogen ion. This is a symbol for hydrogen ion. Capital H carrying a positive charge as the only positive ion when dissolved in water. What does this mean? This means if an acid is in dry form, then it cannot be referred to as a substance that produces hydrogen ion until it is dissolved in water. And when it is dissolved in water, it becomes a solution. And that solution is now the one that will produce the hydrogen ion, which is H carrying positive, as the only positive ion in the solution. Now, for example, if we have hydrogen chloride gas, and we dissolve this in water, then it becomes hydrochloric acid. So this is hydrochloric acid. Why this one is hydrogen chloride gas. So this is a gas, this is an acid form of it. But this gas, when dissolved in water, will become this hydrochloric acid. And it is this hydrochloric acid that produces this hydrogen ion while in solution. Now, there are two classes of acid. The two classes of acid are organic acid, and the two mineral acid. This mineral acid is also called inorganic acid. Take note of that. Now, what do we mean by organic acid? Okay, the organic acid, they occur as natural products. Yes, they occur as what? Natural products in plant or animal materials. Those are the one we call organic acid. So organic acid occurs in what? As natural product in plant and animals. So examples of organic acid are we have ethanoic acid, we have butanoic acid. All this will be taught in organic chemistry when you get to SS2. Other examples of organic acids and their sources are ethanoic acid is found in vinegar. Lactic acid is found in milk. Citric acid is found in lime or lemon. Amino acid is found in protein. Fatty acid is found in fat and oil. Ascorbic acid, which is also known as vitamin C, is found in orange. So these are few examples of organic acid. Now, mineral acids, on the other hand, are those acids prepared in the laboratory through their constituent elements or any other method, so which we are going to discuss later. So examples of mineral acids are Examples such as hydrochloric acid. This is the formula, chemical formula for hydrochloric acid. Hydrogen and chlorine are the constituent elements. Tetraoxosulfate 6 acid, which in the old way is called sulfuric acid. This is the chemical formula H2SO4. It contains 3 constituent elements: hydrogen, sulfur, and oxygen. Triazonitrate 5 acid, which is this is the chemical formula for it. It contains 3 constituent elements: hydrogen, nitrogen, and oxygen. And another one is tetraoxophosphate 5 acid. That contains hydrogen, phosphorus, and oxygen as the constituent elements, and many others. Okay. Note that hydrogen ion is also called proton. And this means that every acid has this property. And what is that property? It has the property of, ionizing into hydrogen ion in every molecule. Yes, or producing an ionizable hydrogen atom in a molecule. That means every acid will produce an atom of hydrogen, at least an atom of hydrogen in a molecule after it has undergone what? Ionization, which I'm going to show you now. This will be 2 hydrogen ion because there are 2 atoms of hydrogen here, and sulfate ion. So for the phosphate acid, there will be 3 hydrogen ion and phosphate ion in one. These are one molecule of each acid. When there's an invisible number here, it means 1 molecule. So that means an acid will surely have at least 1 atom of hydrogen in a molecule of it. Take note of that. Now, we can also classify acid into strong and weak acids. What are strong acid and what are weak acid? But before I go into that, let me write one example of organic acid. This is ethanoic acid. That one we produce only one hydrogen ion. Yes. So when we get to organic chemistry in SS2, which is year 11, so we will be learning about this. Why we still have some hydrogen here that are not ionized. Why is it only this one that is ionized? Anyway, I'm going to even mention that under the definition of weak and strong acid now. A strong acid is defined as an acid which ionizes completely in water to give hydrogen ion and anion. Okay, for example now, hydrochloric acid. When it ionizes, it becomes hydrogen ion and chloride ion. So you can see that this is the hydrogen ion, which is a cation, because any ion that carries a positive charge is a cation, while any ion with a negative charge is called an anion. Take note of that. So that means you can see that there is no presence of any positive hydrogen here in this anion. So that means the positive and negative are completely separated. That is what makes it a strong acid. What will not be a weak acid? Let us check that. Now, weak acid is an acid which ionizes partially in water. What does that mean? It means that some hydrogen will not ionize, like we saw in ethanoic acid the other time. Ethanoic acid is a weak acid, so when it ionizes to this negative part and this positive part. You will notice that in the negative part, we still have hydrogen present there. That means these hydrogens are the ones that do not ionize, and that is what makes this acid a weak acid. And as a result of that, it means there is low concentration of hydrogen ion in a weak acid. Take note of that. Low concentration of hydrogen ion. Why there is high concentration of hydrogen ion in strong acid? Because all the hydrogen ions are completely ionized, separated from the negative ion. Now, let us talk about basicity of an acid. What is meant by basicity of an acid? Basicity of an acid is the number of replaceable hydrogen ions in one molecule of the acid. Look at all these acids as I wrote them the other time. Hydrochloric acid, this is one molecule of it. Ethanoic acid, this is one molecule of it. One molecule of tetraoxophosphoric acid and one molecule of tetraoxophosphate 5 acid. Now, when they ionize it, when they ionize, it will become H plus, one hydrogen ion, and this chloride ion, so will become CH3, COO negative, and one hydrogen ion, so will become 2H plus SO4 2 minus, but this one is 3H plus PO4 3 minus. Now, when you look at this, the basicity here is 1 because there is one hydrogen ion that is produced. Basicity here is also 1 because there is only one hydrogen ion produced. These 3 hydrogen atoms here are not part of the basicity because they are not released as ions. Please take note of that. This one is what? 2. This one is what? 3. So any acid with basicity of 1 is called monobasic acid. Monobasic. While anyone with 2 hydrogen ions in one molecule of it is called dibasic acid. And why this one is called tribasic acid. So take note of that. Tribasic acid. All right. In the second episode of this topic, acid, which I'm going to release very soon, we will complete everything on acid. And that one will start with physical properties of acid, and also to contain preparation of acid, how you can prepare acid in the laboratory, and also chemical properties of acid, which are very important for every student of chemistry to know. So make sure you watch the next video, which is going to be the completion of the topic on acid. Thank you.